setting off on a rather dreek day. The weather's not been the best so far in Scotland this year for the winter anyway. And saying that, it was nice through December, but you see it's looking nice over there. Still early in the morning, so the sun's just risen, but then of course where I'm walking to, it's just rain. So hopefully it'll hold off slightly, but we're just heading into the Glen. Going to go for a camp. Originally I was going to go and do a bit of fishing. I tend to go up on the west coast of Scotland whenever I head up, but the only thing is where I live it's longer to head up on the west coast, so decided to just go camping instead. Got a few things to cook on the fire and hopefully I didn't get absolutely soaking in the process. There's two burns on this walk that are only crossable by going through them, so if it's in spate there's not much chance of me getting over because I've not got wellies, but I have got my gaiters on and my waterproof boots, so one down. Hopefully the other one's not too bad. It's not rained a ridiculous amount recently, but it's definitely been raining. So I think if that one's fine, then the other one should be fine as well. This is us currently though, just coming into the Glen now. This Glen's filled with Scots pines, so that's all the trees there are Scots pines, native to Scotland, as you might have guessed by the name. Telltale sign of a Scots pine is that it's got a red top. It goes up, starts to the bottom, it's grey, and the colour changes right to the top. Well, the rain came, but so is the sun. I didn't mind a bit of rain when that looks smart. Still a dusting of snow on all the mountains around me as well, so it's probably going to drop in temperature the night. I've just had the drone out and realised that I left the SIM card at home. So if there's not much drone footage in this video, you get why. I'm coming up on this second burn. Hopefully it's not too in spate and I can get across it. Burn number 2 down, again wasn't as bad as what I thought it might be. We have a wee log going over the river. I read that they put that in there in summer, but as you can clearly see, that's it behind me. That's it there. Kind of washed away a wee bit. I'm guessing it would have been up there. But it's now well and truly down here with just rubble on it. The sun has come out and I am cooking. I brought this big massive jacket because when I got out the car this morning it was pretty cold, and I brought it just in case in the car anyway. I had another waterproof one, but it wasn't as insulated as this. And now it's sunny. It's actually blue sky and I'm absolutely roasting. That's the only thing with bringing a big muckle jacket like this. Once you get out, I can't really take it off because I've not got anywhere to put it. It's too big. So I've just happened upon what from the outside looks like a small house, but is in fact a wee bothy. There's tons of wee bothies in Scotland. I want to say hundreds. Don't hold me to that, but I'm sure there's hundreds in Scotland. I've been to a good few and stayed in a good few myself. But that's one there. I've just been through it. There's a car outside and I didn't see a single person in it, but I'm sure he's probably out getting some wood, and the guys on the estate maintain it. So a bothy is a place where walkers and hikers can come and stay for the night. Instead of have the camp, you can plan a trip along where you can stay in a bothy. They're not the comfiest sleep. Usually you're sleeping on just wood, but if you've got a camping mat and a sleeping bag, it'll do you fine. Usually they've got a wee log burner in them. It's always courtesy. Usually someone has left something behind for you, so like in there was a packet of rice, so usually it's like, I don't know, like a chocolate bar, or I've left a beer before when I've been in, so it's for the next person to use. They can then have whatever you've left and enjoy it. So for some reason unknown to me, my drone is just not playing ball today, so I just stopped here right in the middle of the Glen to try and get a couple drone shots. It was looking really nice with the sun going behind that mountain just up there with the snow on it, and it's not playing ball, but that's the best I can give you. There's a mountain with some snow in it there and there. The Glen just opens up completely here. I'm just standing in a river basin, but I always find it cool at these wee bits, because I've come across a few this summer as well. As you can see, no water coming down here, and yet if you look just in here, there's just water coming out of the ground. It's the same over here as well. All this water is just coming out of absolutely nowhere. There's no water here at all. I always find that really cool. I'm already losing light. I thought I'd have until about 3 o'clock, but I'm already losing light, so it's time to find somewhere to camp and hopefully get some food cooked as well. There we go, all set up. Got a camp for the night. I started to film a time lapse there, and this is the first time I've put up this tent. We're testing it today, and I had no idea how to set it up, so I abolished the time lapse. I don't know how it's going to turn out after, but it was a mess. It was a complete mess. I'm going to look for some wood, try and get a fire started. I've managed to collect enough firewood. I spent ages looking for a piece of slate that I can use to try and cook some of the meat that I've got with me on. Out of all the rocks and everything here, I could not find any slate, so I found this bit of stone which will hopefully be flat enough. I've got my fire ready, I've made a wee fire pit, but I must say I am cheating. Not only do I have a lighter, I also have some fire lighters in there, so hopefully that can do the trick and get a wee fire going. I think we're off to a good start. I'll let the fire start and then we'll get going on the cooking. I always bring my jacket with me, especially when coming out here. First dram of the night. I've got a whiskey called Kilcoman Lochgorm in my flask, which is an Isla whiskey. If you know your whiskies, it's peaty and finished in a sherry cask. One of their limited releases. Sanjivar. Right, my fire's well and truly going. I've had my slate, well, what I hope to be slate, a bit of stone on there for a while now, so it'll be nice and hot. And then I've sanitised it and everything. I'm going to put I've added a bit of whiskey to my steak since I had it, and then I'll just slap it on, and hopefully a nice sizzle. Here we are, give it a good few minutes each side and see how it turns out. It's going quite well on this side. Maybe give it a wee flip. Hopefully it comes off. Ah! Oh no, I've chucked it. Colossal mess up there. I managed to get the stone back and I've burnt my finger in the process, but at least the steak's flipped now. Give it another couple of minutes. It's because I never brought oil, right? I never brought any oil. As you can see, I was fully prepared for this. So I never brought oil, I never brought any salt. And I've just done that. And now my finger is messed up. But it's fine, it's fine. I'll get it off in a minute. And we can get a bite into it. Right, I'd say it's ready to come off. Stone's roasting, so it's managed to cook pretty quickly. I think I'm going to use that as a plate. There we go. Right on there. As good as new, that. Oh. Right, I had to give the fire a bit of TLC after not paying attention to it. Most of this was cooking, but there we go. We've got it. Back to, it's cooked fully through as well. It's a bit overcooked in my opinion, but great. Who needs a bit of salt? It's generally really nice. I've not really eaten much all day. I've just brought wee like protein bars with me to keep me going. But that's great. I'm gonna have this. Keep having my whiskey. And I'll see you once I'm done. Right, I've just finished up and cleaned up. Good beef steak. I'm just going to end the video there. Fire's just burning down for the night. I've not really got anything else planned for the night. It's going to be that interesting. So, apart from me just sitting drinking whiskey, I'm going to end it there and hopefully see you in the next one.